Okay, hello everybody. So I'm going to explain how to navigate through the website for all the resource kids. So if on the website, it's mshoff.weebly.com. It is on the school's webpage. If you go to faculty and then find my name, there'll be a link for the website. And then you just click on that, it'll take you straight to the website. It will pop up with a page that says like home, K through 5 ELA, K through 5 math, sight words, school programs, and then there's additional other links like websites, helpful links, and then contact information. You are welcome to email me as well at mshoff1@graniteschools.org. It's also on the homepage if you just scroll down on the website as well. But on the website, I'm going to start posting videos for the lessons. So for each week on like math or reading, there'll be some videos posted to explain what the kids will do it. I'll just do it as if I was running a normal group, and I'll pause and everything like that so the kids can pause the video and do the work. This is the best way I can figure out how to make this work. So this is what we'll try and go off of for the next couple of weeks. So I'll post a video in each of the sections. So for example, I'm going to do my best to explain this because I'm not super tech savvy on bringing things up. But say you have a kid that gets, based off their IEP, if you have a copy of that elsewhere, or you can give me a call if you have a question, or an email or whatever is easiest for you. But if your kid receives any minutes in reading, then you'll go to K through 5 ELA. So you'll click on that tab at the top. It says K through 5 ELA. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see that on there. It will look like that. And then you click on whatever area the group or suggested group they would be in. I can't put kids' names on here for privacy reasons, so you just have to go off of what group they would be in. So it is based off of their grade level. So if you had a kid that is in 2nd grade, you'll click on the link that says, for this week anyway, it will have in parentheses, it will say recommended for a certain grade level. So if your kid's in 2nd, 1st, or kindergarten, you'll go to the one that says first down phonics activity, and then click on that, and then that will give you some activities and practice for the kids that would be in kindergarten, 1st, or 2nd grade groups. If you were 1st through 4th grade, so those are just more activities to do to get additional practice. So there'll be blends and digraphs activities. It's recommended for 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and 4th grade. And then some practice underneath it. Everything that has an underline underneath it is a link to do something else. So it's just helpful, more practice for everybody. Spelling patterns, long A on there is recommended for 4th and 5th grade groups. So both of those groups should do those things to get that extra practice. And so on. Everything that's in parentheses will explain what group it goes towards. The spots that say K through 2 phonics instruction, that's stuff that we would be teaching in groups. A little bit more difficult to do some of the reading stuff through our video, so I'm going to do the best I can with some of the vocab and things like that. The reading videos will be a little bit different than the links on here, so I'll explain that as I do each reading group. But the phonics instruction, the fluency practice, things like that, that's just work that your kids can work on at home to keep them kind of at the same pace with everything. But as far as exact work that we'll be doing, I'll start posting videos for vocabulary as well as a little bit of phonics practice in there as well. And then if you go to the K through 5 math tab, it will say this, K through 5 math activities. So all of that, it says at the top what week the assignment's for, so these are for this week. The videos will start to be posted hopefully today. And then each section will say like kindergarten, 1st grade. These are broken up a little bit more because each grade is doing a different activity or different math worksheet or whatever concept they're on. So the kindergarten worksheet and kindergarten worksheet alternative, you can do the worksheet and print it off. Not all of them are at the school, but you can pick up some of the stuff at the school. It's just extra practice at the school. And then the kindergarten worksheet alternative is something they can do on their Chromebook, and that will just help them practice what we're doing in here. So all of the stuff that says worksheet alternative, if you can't print off those worksheets, or if you don't have other paper to write that stuff down on, you can just do the alternative. It's just more practice. And the activities on there that say like 1st grade activity, 4th grade activity, those are near pods, so the kids can do those at any time on their own pace. But I'm gonna have those, until I have those videos, those are the things you should work off of, because they'll be the most helpful things for you. Yeah, so all that stuff is just things to work on. None of these papers need to be turned in, nothing needs to be turned in to me. As we get going on this, I'll start sending home, or not send, I'll send through the Google Classrooms all of the assessments that we do in here. So it's best if you can just let your kids do those assessments and not help them with them. If they need the help, just tell them to guess and go on to the next one. Or it's the only way how this is going to work, the only way I'm going to know how to give work for the next week is because we go off of the data. So if all of a sudden the kids are getting 100% on everything, we're not going to know what to teach them. So just let them do it on their own, see how they do, and then that way we know what to give the videos for the next week. The extra resources at the bottom on the math page are graphic organizers, which a lot of the kids use in class here. There are copies of those in the office in a sheet protector for 4th and 5th grade, since they use them more often. So you can come by the school and pick those up. Otherwise, you can just print them off however you want to do that. If you have a sheet protector at home, that's great. Otherwise, maybe print it off or just look at it as a reference. And the math facts practice is good for any grade level because it's all just math facts. The rest of the tabs are just extra information, not as necessary. The sight words are what all the sight words from kindergarten to 6th grade, basically, that they would be tested on in a resource. You're welcome to make flashcards with those and have your kids practice, but there's a ton of pages. They're just there in case you want to look at any of them. They're not labeled because that's how we get them, because we base it off of a system. There are also some like sight word practice apps that you can get. I know the University of Utah has an app that practice sight words, so you can always download those things and have your kids practice sight words, but those are just there if you need them. The school programs should be also on your teacher's classroom page. So there's Lexia, ST Math under the school programs tab, and then all the rest of the stuff, the websites. So on this page, and it goes, it has extra games like this. All of those games on there are just extra practice that any of the kids can do. A lot of the room recess ones are reading comprehension and things like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to call or email me. But videos will start to be posted for each group so the kids know how to do the assignments, and yeah, that's about it. But hopefully this makes it a little easier to navigate through the website and get everybody through this time. All right, thanks.